Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. My name is E.R. Wolf. I'm one of the co-founders here at Elify. I'm joined with my partner, Guy Toole, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about sprint planning. We do this every single Monday, and we understand that it is important if you're trying to go from where you are to where you want to get to have a plan, to put that plan down in writing and to work that plan, focusing diligently each and every day to put that plan into action. And that's what we do every Monday as we come on to talk about that as a group. Today, we're going to do a quick 15-minute micro training just about that process and a topic which we have for this week, which is what is your message and how that is part of your plan. So if you haven't gotten a message down, that should be part of something you need to execute as part of your plan this week. So Guy, we're talking about that. What is your message? We're going to do this 15-minute quick micro training, and then we're going to open this up for some dialogue and internal conversation with the community here. So if you're watching this on the YouTube live stream and you want to join the conversation after the training, you're going to want to jump over to the live Zoom so that you can participate in raising your hand, asking questions, or having some dialogue in the chat. But with that being said, Guy, I've been thinking about this. I thought about it a lot this weekend. I know you and I are ex-athletes, and I think about the game plan. Every week, we would go in with a game plan, right? We'd have our strategy, we'd understand the team we were going up against, our opponent, and we'd come up with a plan of attack, if you will, to make us successful for that week. And being a business owner is no different. Every business that I've ever started or been involved with in any degree has always had a business plan. And a business plan is made up of tons and tons of elements, but it's your plan to be successful as a business owner. And one of those areas that's critically important when you get out there and you start targeting your customers, you start going after your target market, you start putting material in front of them, is to have a message, is to have a story you're putting in front of, a message developed so that you're speaking a language that your prospective customers will understand, and they'll know what your offer is, how you can help them so that they can move forward and make a buying decision. So Guy, let's kick off today's topic with what's your message?
Absolutely, and love this topic because there is a difference between, we've mentioned story and mentioning message. They're two totally different things.
Right.
Your message is really the billboards, the fortune cookie aspect of what business can be. Those are almost what you want to get in front of somebody prior to having a conversation. It's got to be that hook, that line, that when you're doing some marketing, when you're having some conversations, you've got to have your message in place. And then how does that grow? It's by being able to share your story, right? People lean a lot more into authenticity.
That's right.
And your story is what becomes authentic. Your message may be just that quick blurb on, I know how to do this, I can help you out. Or are you looking for this, I can help you out. Those are the differences between your message. They're just quick little blasts that we want to be able to start building here within this community so people can then authentically bring their stories into the conversations. We always talk about it, right? You work with people that you know, like, and trust. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. How are they trusting them? It's because they may be attracted to the message, but the story is what gets them through the whole journey, right? We all have a mess. I heard this one the other day. What people also want to hear, your mess should be your message, right? Your mess is your message. That's how you build authentic relationships. Anymore, I think over these last few years where people were forced to be online and people are like, now I can do blogging and I can do all these different types of things. They're not really building authentic relationships.
Yeah.
And we get the ability to do that here within the Elify community. I mentioned it last week. It's a free, unstressed network. We have fun because we can all come together, and through 15-minute trainings or longer to carry on, we can help build messages and stories and can say, you know what, these guys that started this company aren't much different than me. Or I can talk to other people that I know aren't much different than me as well. I believe, there's a quote out there, and I read it the other day, and I'm going to botch it, and I'm also going to botch who said it. But we can change the world. We could change the world today if everyone acted the way they believed. Right? If everyone acted the way they believed, if they did what they said, I think is a big message. So to get into some of these, how to build your message, it also comes into a commitment level, because your message has to be something that you can commit to. Your story is definitely, it's you, it's your being, it's your soul, it's what you would like to be able to share with others. It's your book, if you ever get the opportunity to write a book. And I know there's a lot of people within our network that have never thought about doing that, but over these last few months, I've heard more and more people saying, hey, I'm going to write a book, and I don't need to worry about finding all of the readers right now. I don't need to worry about finding who's going to print the label, who's going to help me with the marketing. I just need to start sitting down and writing and moving forward. So here in these last few minutes of what's going to be live, and we can continue on with this after with everyone that's on, is writing down just 6 little commitment questions to ourselves. What are we committed to? Is the very first one. What are we committed to? That can be in our personal life. That can be in our business life. The second one is, what values are important to me? I've taken the time. I know I talk about it quite often. My values are tattooed on my arm, and it's all within my last name. So it shocks a lot of people when I show, they can see family, faith, hope, believe, love, and dream. And then when I turn my arm sideways, it says Tool. How committed am I? That's a third question. How committed am I? And we don't need to write these answers down right now. Throughout the week, we can come back to these in our group conversations. If someone feels inclined to, feel free to share those with us. The fourth one, what personal behaviors can I cite as evidence of those commitments? What am I doing now that proves that I am committed? Number 5, how close are my behaviors to my commitment role model? We all know there's people that have reached success. There's people that have deemed what we call built a legacy, have become significant. What have they done? If that's a role model, how close are my behaviors to what, say, they do for theirs? And then the last one to wrap it up, what can I do to be a commitment role model for others? I think that's probably one of the most powerful ones in this when looking at networking community.
I love it.
We always talk about and I think the network seeing it, we do what we say. That's one of the biggest things. And if we don't, it's egg on our face, and we make it right. So those were just the final the questions that I wanted to put out there. They're out there on the live, so if you're rewatching this, you can get those down. We'll continue through here with this training with everyone who's joining us through the Zoom. Always remember, every Monday morning at 10 a.m. we do a 15-minute sprint plan, get your week prepared. We're talking a little bit this week on what is your message? What are those little things that I can be committed to start building my story, or being able to framework my story to build that know, like, and trust with a committed audience moving forward. So we'll wrap this up here in just a sec. Remember, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time, we have tech training with Kathy at 2. Wednesday, we are live, so you can only watch it on Facebook within the influencer group. We do that at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then we do our mastermind trainings at 10 a.m. Mountain Time on Thursday, and we wrap up our week with Friday with the Founders at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So for everyone who's just watching this in replay, write those questions down. Put some thought to it, and get yourself some good answers to be able to make sure you're building your correct message. So with us over here at LFI, we hope you have a great Monday. Get committed, and we will see you tomorrow on training. Everyone have a great one.